Hello again, plant enthusiasts. It's me, Denise of Tinted Glass House PH, and for today's video, I'm going to show you my second rack. This is again located in a southwest facing window, and back there, that was the first rack that I've shown you on my first video. So without further ado, let's go. These are the plants that I have. Smaller plants are in this corner. So let's start on top. This is my giant neon pothos. I got it last January, I think. And look, it has grown so much since I got it. It was a cutting. I was able to root it well in this self-watering pot using perlite for her, and this one now actually is the newest leaf. It just unfurled last week and she's doing pretty well here, sitting on top of the corner of the rack. Look at her, she has some variegation and she has gorgeous large leaf. That's why I like her. Below her, this is actually a propagation from my giant peperomia watermelon. I use perlite for her. It's actually one of the most successful medium I use in all of my propagation. Most of them. Not all. I mean, I sometimes use sphagnum moss as well, but for this one I prefer using the perlite because she's doing better in perlite. Next to her is this giant golden pothos. It was cutting. It was given to me by a friend. I propagated her in perlite as well, and I'm using a recycled bottle. Yeah, Nescafe Gold. Coffee, anyone? There you go. Now she has she's grown a new leaf out of this. Is the oldest one. I'm sorry for the noise. I hope my noise cancelling edits. Next to her is my super lush. Yeah, she's very beautiful. This is my Epipremnum Enjoy Pothos. Yes, look how luscious she is. She's full, lush and beautiful. She has a lot of new growth from propagation. I think it has been cut back. I don't know. I just recently got this. There she is. Behind her, there's one here. I'm not sure what kind of plant is this. It looks like a coconut, young coconut leaves, but it's not. It has roots. I've been propagating it in water. It was just given to me as a freebie. Still not sure about the ID, and I never bothered searching because I'm not really into this plant, but maybe someone will like it and I'm gonna give it to someone once it bounces back into its beauty. Moving on to the second rack. On the back part, here I have a cutting. This is a Syngonium. Yeah, we got this cutting back when we were on a trip doing some plant hunting. I saw this big vine climbing in a mango tree, and I thought, yeah, that the leaf was super mature, the matured form of a Syngonium podophyllum. And I told my husband, I have a pocket knife here. Why don't you cut a little trunk here? I asked him to cut some little. We got some cuttings, like 3 stem cutting. And I took it home. I propagated it. I used leca in her, and now look, it's growing. I have this Syngonium podophyllum, and on the front I have this neon pothos. Yeah, they're the tiny ones. Look at the difference on the leaf. This one is uber cute. It's smaller than this one is big. That they're equally beautiful. Of all my pothos, this is the slowest grower for me. I've had it for some time now, but look, haven't gone in full blast. Look, it just had this tiny growth for like just a leaf per month, I think. And this second one's looking sad right now. I think I overwatered this. It has some yellowing leaf. Yeah, I hope she bounced back. Next to her is, this is actually one of my first few plants. This is one of the first plant that I bought online. I actually neglected her. She's too old. And look, I call her Bruja. Yeah, it means messy hair. Look, because look at her. She has outgrown a lot. I think she's outgrowing the spot, but I'm too lazy and I'm busy. And I don't have time to repot her. Look at all of those growth coming out of her. I'm not sure what to do with this plant yet. Don't have any plan of repotting. I'll just let her sit here for a while and do her thing. Behind her, this is a sad looking plant. That's why I put her behind Temptation. It's my Philodendron Temptation. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the name. This is another cutting of a neon pothos. Look, it's been here for a while and it just unfurled one leaf like, I don't know, 4 months ago. So it's been with me for a long time, but it's a slow grower. I'm not sure, maybe the medium. I'm trying to figure out what to replace it, but now she sits on the back because she caught sun damage. Next to it, these are small, tiny pots. This is another cutting of a golden pothos that I got. The first one is here. I cut them into 3, and this is the second and the third pot, and it's now growing. Let me shoot. Alright, look. This one seems to have broken its cataphyll and it's gonna shoot out the new leaves in no time. So I'm rooting for you. Yeah, this is actually a cutting of another Syngonium, and the first one is there. This is the second cutting from the one that we got in the mango tree, but apparently after it has unfurled its new leaf, I overwatered it. That's why it's rotting. It died. I don't know. It's my bad. Moving on. This is actually a cutting. I separated this plant from this plant. Yeah, my pearls and jade glacier pot. This is a reverted pearls and jade. So this is a jade pothos. I planted her in this cute pot that was given to me, and yeah, she's doing great. I think she's actually unfurling another leaf. Is this the one? Or it already unfurled? I forgot. So that is a jade pothos. Next to it is a cutting, another cutting. This is from my mother plant. This is a golden pothos. Look how cute the leaves are, very tiny and fits perfectly on the small pot. Moving on to the next rack. This is a cutting. It's actually still, I don't know, establishing its roots. This is from my from my Snow Queen. Yes, this is a Snow Queen Pothos. It's a Marble Queen. The next one, this is my Manjula Pothos. This almost died actually. I was able to save the last node. Yeah, from this stem. It's actually a 10 leafer. It's super lush already. But then it died back from root rot. And I was able to save her using Leca. Look, it's now establishing new roots. And it just shoot its second leaf growth. Yeah. Look, but now it's uber tiny. Yeah, these are the leaves. The oldest leaf. Look how big it is. And the newest leaf came out small. It's gone through a lot of stress. Yeah, my Manjula Pothos suffered stress. Oh, look, it still has this damaged leaf, but I'm really glad it's growing now. Next to it is my uber cute. Yeah, this is already trailing. This is in Epipremnum Enjoy Pothos. Next to it, trailing to this, you know, alloy steel. This is a cutting that I got. Actually, it was just a wild cutting that I got from a euphorbia pot. I planted it, and this is what it grows from that cutting. This is in Epipremnum pinnatum. Yeah, dragon tail. Next to it is my, yeah, this is one of my pride and joy. I really like this pot. This is a combination of pearls and jade and glacier. Yeah, look how beautiful the sleeves. It's actually a full pot, but it suffered root rot because of my, overwatering it and misting it regularly. It doesn't like being misted, I noticed. Yeah, that's why I stopped doing this, and look how beautiful it's growing now. They don't like being misted, and they don't like being watered through their stem. Yeah, I don't know if this is a fuzzy plant. At first I was struggling to keep her this full. She has lost a lot of leaves, but now I'm glad she's doing fine in this location. Next to her is, yeah, another beautiful. This is my Marble Queen Pothos. And look how beautiful. It started from there, just like 4 leaves, and look how lush it grew on this side of the rack. It really loves the amount of light that they get here. And look, it's shooting an elbow leaf, just like my Snow Queen down the grow light. Some half moon. This is super pretty. Look at this leaf. It's extra beautiful, right? And next to her is this is my Manjula Pothos, another one. I have 3 pots, but I already sold the big one, the long trailing one, in an auction yesterday. And I'm left with the 2, that one and this one. This is a locally propagated Manjula. If you can compare, look, it has more greenish leaf than the one that came from Holland. Look, it has more white variegation on the leaf. Just like, look at this, it's almost a Harlequin. Yeah, I was just streaming. Let's go back to this beautiful one. I got this like January as well. I'm not exactly sure, but I think around that time. And look, it's shooting up another leaf. This just pushed out last few weeks, and then now it got another one, so it's perfectly happy. She's doing fine in this corner. And beside her, again, I have 2 of the same plant. It's 3. The first one I showed you was back there. Separated them. And look, I really like this plant. This is super tiny. It got super tiny leaves. This is another enjoy pothos. I have two, and they're like, yeah, they're both trailing. The smallest one, the shortest one, I mean, is back there. Here is another cutting that I got last year, way back December, I guess. This is a cutting of, sorry about the lighting. Should I turn off the grow light? Yeah, no, let's turn it on. This is Monstera. Yeah, Monstera Lanyata. I'm growing it now in Leca. It's doing well. Look at the leaves. It's shooting. I don't have a grow pole yet. I'm planning to make one for this soon. I'm not that busy. And behind there, this is my sad looking pencil cactus. I accidentally overwatered it and I sprayed mist a lot of times. I forgot it's being hit by the mist, so look, it's leggy now and it's turning mushy. Half of the plant died. It's actually quite bushy back then. I still got one stem left, so I hope he hang in there. Next to it, it's on the back. It's hard to see. This is actually a cutting that I bought. Yeah, this is the a peperomia obtusifolia. This is a variegated one, but it had a lot of reversion. Look, it's reverted. I had to cut it back. And for its, I planted her in Leca because I think she will do better there for the roots. Let's go on the lower level. This is my Philodendron Moonlight. Super cute. It's growing really well. It hadn't stopped shooting new leaves since I got it. And next to her is my Philodendron Brazil. Look how cute this is. This is like a 3 leafer. Each stem has 3 leaves when I got it, but it has grown into, it's grown quite fuller, at least. And I like her. Next to it is another cutting of my marble pothos. Yeah, I saved this node as well. Look, and it's now establishing new root, and it's pushing out new leaves, so it's good. And next to it is my Philodendron Dwarf Congo. Yes, a dwarf red Congo. It's super cute. I got this from the other region. It was shipped to me by mail, and surprisingly, it's quite a tough plant. It arrived super beautiful as it was shipped. So, but I placed her in Leca and she's doing good. Behind her, this is my Tropic Marian. This was given to me by my husband. We went plant hunting, and in this garden there's a lot of plants, but I don't like the plants that I'm seeing there, and he found this and he asked me, "Do you want this?" I told him okay, and it took it from me. And look, it was very tiny back then, but now look, it's growing so well. It's in Leca as well. This one, I bought this from another region. This is an alocasia green shield, and yeah, it has leaf damage due to shipping. Alocasia is hard to ship by mail, so expect that, a lot of yellowing leaves all the time. And look, I planted her in Leca, so he'll recover well, and look, the roots is growing crazy right now, and it's pushing out a new growth. Last on this rack is this. This is my latest propagation. It's like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I have a lot of marble queen, so why not propagate it? So here, that's what I tried, and this one is not acclimating well, but the rest is doing good. So I'm hoping this one will bounce back to her original glory, and in no time I have I will have a full pot of marble queen because I just like marble queen a lot, especially the ones that are white. This is a creamy version and this is the white version. Look, isn't that pretty? And the lowest rack is actually a what do you call this, collection. This is a collection. This is actually a place where I try to rehabilitate my plant. This was given to me as a freebie when I bought a plant online. This is actually growing well. I don't know what happened to her. This is a portulaca. That's what they call it. It has good leaf coloration, but I don't know. This is the first one that I mentioned. This is the cutting of an epiprenum, and this is a schismatoglotis. Yeah, believe it or not, it was a schismatoglotis. Wallachii. It's crispy. I don't know. I think I'm losing the last leaf with the most venation in it. Yeah. This is what schismatoglotis is known for, right? Because of the pattern on the leaves, but I don't know, they keep dying back and forth. Next to her is, this is a Homalomina. This one has a red stem and look, another leaf just crisp. Another Syngonium cutting that I grew. Yeah, I mentioned that a while ago. And I have this propagated from seeds. These are Scalprum, Alocasia Scalprum. This is my, excuse me, not so good looking now. I don't know what happened to her. She was under stress again. This is my Calathea Makoyana. I don't know what happened. I'll try to rehabilitate her as fast as I can. Next to her is, yeah, this is my variegated CC. I just placed her here. She was on that side of the rack. And the last plant here is this sad looking one. I'm totally bummed. It was doing great yesterday. I don't know what happened to her. Now she's very, very sad. This is my Schismatoglotis wallachii. This one has a softer leaf than this one. It has a more, hardier leaf. But they're both the same basically. I'm not sure. They're both Schismatoglotis, but this one has the softer leaves. And on this corner, this is actually, yeah, I support her with the grow light. This is, look how beautiful this one. This is a growth that was given by grow light support. This is a FICUS Lastica Burgundy. It was given to me by a friend. He actually had a growth point, but of course it's growing leaves now here, so this will be dormant for some time until a reserve energy can be transferred here. It can branch out again like this one, but for now it's doing great. I just supplemented it with a grow light I got from Sensi. Yeah, it's a Sensi grow light. So overall, those are the plant that is sitting in this tiny rack that I have. And that would be all for today. So if you like what you see here, consider subscribing or giving us a thumbs up, and I will see you again on our next video. Bye!